We should be going shortly, hopefully in the next 2 minutes. We should be going shortly, hopefully in the next 2. And I need to sort that out because for some reason I can hear myself. Does the sound okay now, Steph? Can you hear me? We are now just awaiting the final cars. I believe we have 16 runners out of the 17. But we will be getting underway shortly as we need to try and get the race finished before 10 o'clock. And that gives us 45 minutes to do 35 laps and hopefully no safety cars. I think this one's going to be pretty close. And there we go, now everybody readying up. We should be on track shortly. We do have the 17 drivers back. Hopefully now we can have everybody ready up and get this feature race underway. Thanks for that, Safi. We're just waiting for one more driver, and I see we're up to 18. So I think that's it. Just waiting for JP, and there he is, the second Haas driver. We will be underway shortly. Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to our feature race. Round 3, yet again. Feels like I've been saying round 3 for the past 2 weeks. See, we just had a problem there with the lobby. Had to do a bit of shuffling around, but we're back underway. Obviously now the one benefit that some of these drivers will have is that they get to start this race with whatever setup they want. Park Fermé obviously no longer applies because this is a new race. So if you felt your setup was no good in that sprint race, you now have the ability to change that around. Great to see some support here on the channel. Thanks to everyone who is watching. And thanks to everyone who watches this broadcast after the live broadcast. Because for some reason there's a lot more of you watching this later on in the week. See, now if you were either driving in the sprint race or watching the sprint race, you would have seen it was a pretty easy start to finish for the McLaren. Led from pole position to checkered flag. And will he be able to replicate that same sort of performance and same sort of pace over a 35 lap race? And it seems like we're having trouble again, folks. I don't want to call it too early, or is these just people that have parked wrong? I hope it's people that have parked wrong, because we have 4 DSQs on our screen. Everybody's back. There we go. It was people that had parked incorrectly. 5 red lights. And we're underway. It's a bit of a pause there. Great start again by the McLaren. Natsumi will have turn 1. Red Bull nicely into turn 2, already challenging for the lead. Alfa Romeo keeps third place. Now Aston Martin coming under pressure from the AlphaTauri. J-Boy takes that fourth place and Pantry takes it right back into the next corner. And we have a caution on the track. Seems like the whole track is yellow. I think this is a safety car waiting to happen, and there we go, virtual safety car. Almost at the same point in the sprint race, we had a safety car. And I'm not sure if we're having issues again, but we've lost 4 drivers. Wesley has been disqualified. And according to some of his comments, it's been, there we go, Staffy also being disqualified. On our screens, we're just seeing a DSQ for Wezo. And then Brad, Staffy and Judge are all grayed out on our timing screens as if they have retired, but it doesn't say DSQ, it doesn't say DNF. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but seems like we are going to continue with the race. But 4 drivers eliminated early on, and we're down to 14. Up at the front, battle is a close one. McLaren leads from Red Bull, from Alfa Romeo. I seem to be having a bit of a problem with my timing screens. Sure, you can see on my timing screens there, I'm just I think we're going to have the same problem I had with the timing screens in round 1. And we're under virtual safety car yet again. Well, one thing I can say about F1 23 so far, maybe 2 things I can say about F1 23 so far. The cars feel incredibly different, which is why I'm in the comms box. And second, the F1 23 lobbies have given me much to commentate on. And a lot of that entertainment's not even on the tarmac. It's just trying to figure out what is happening. Now we're under a full safety car. It's now playing out in a very similar way as it did in the sprint race. And Shane now retiring from the session. I do apologize for the silence over the stream, but we're just trying to figure out what's going on next, and I'm trying to keep up to date here with the info. But everyone now leaving the session. We're going to try this yet again, and we will be back. I'm not going to cut the stream this time. Your screen probably will just black out, but you can stay with this stream, and we'll be back again This time we're going to try a 35%. So we're trying to get this race in before 10 o'clock. And it's going to be a very, very tight call, even with a 35% race. I'll be back with you shortly. Just to give you an update on the events of tonight and the race. Obviously, from a commentary perspective, I'm not going to have any electricity beyond 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to be able to finish this race distance. So I've decided I'm going to cut this stream because you won't be able to see half of this race. But I'll be back with you guys next week on Friday night. Whether it's for round 3 yet again or round 4, I'm not quite sure. But I'm going to have to cut this stream off. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again next week.